Episode 1. Apps are served. Hors d'oeuvres with a side of murda. Welcome back to There's Been a Murda, a podcast that delves into the most intriguing and mysterious cases from the annals of history. In the teaser, we explore the shocking murder of Lady Yvonne, a prominent figure in high society whose untimely demise sent shockwaves through the upper echelons of society. But in part 1, we take you further into the heart of the scandal as we uncover the intricacies of the dinner party convened to resolve her will. The grand mansion where Lady Yvonne once reigned has been transformed into a stage for a different kind of drama, a drama of inheritances, secrets, and whispered conversations in the dimly lit corners of opulent rooms. As the evening unfolds, tensions run high, and the attendees reveal hidden motives, old grudges, and surprising alliances. This episode focuses on the different players in this mysterious game, introducing you to the various people that are tied to this unfortunate situation. Join us as we dissect the characters involved and uncover the truths and lies that swirl around the dinner table. It's a story of wealth, betrayal, and vengeance, and it's all coming up in part 1 of There's Been a Murda, where every word spoken could be a clue and every guest could be a suspect. To set a bit of the scene for the listeners, all 11 of the members that have been invited to the final dinner where Yvonne's will and testament will be read have gathered around a table and begin to have small conversations amongst themselves, wondering what exactly is going to be taking place this evening. We start with a character named Mrs. Mudbottom. She's a gardener and groundskeeper, a faithful servant to Lady Yvonne for many years, and she would have done absolutely anything for her. She was wearing welly boots, gardening gloves, and a dirty apron.
My name's Miss Mudbottom. I'm the gardener hereabouts. Been here longer than I can remember. Never goes nowhere. Never wants to. I did Lady Yvonne's digging sometimes. I does her burying them all. Just my little joke, you understand? But I sees everything that's going on. The good, the bad, the ugly. Nothing gets past me. A little flower told me that the good lady might have left a little something in her will for those who worked for her. I worked here the longest, so it best not be a bad precedent.
Now, each of these characters that you'll be introduced to here in episode 1 all have a different secret in regards to the plot and what will be going on. So after each intro, I will say secret, and you will hear exactly what it is they're hiding from the rest of the room.
Lady Yvonne has always been good to me. I've spent all my life on her estate, living in a small cottage, and I would do anything for her. Lady Yvonne came to me, and she said she gambled all of her fortune, and had lost nearly everything. Everyone wanted money from her, and all her secrets were coming out. She wanted to get away. She knew one of her paintings was worth a fortune. She could sell it and leave the money and start a new life somewhere else, but she needed someone's help, my help.
We now turn to Miss Crafty Cat, an investigative reporter for the Daily Snail. She smells a rat and thinks something fishy is going on at the manor. She's wearing glasses, a satchel, has a reporter's notebook and a pencil, and looks ready to solve the mystery.
Good evening, ladies. My name is Miss Crafty. I know this because it's here written on my press pass. I'm a brilliant reporter for the Daily Snail, but they keep on making me report on church parties, coffee mornings, and birthday parties. It's so dull. Lady Yvonne's death is so exciting. I can finally investigate a real story. I've been trying to find out just how she died and what's been going on at the manor, and I can tell you, it all smells very fishy to me. But I'm very close to discovering the truth. Lady Yvonne's last will and testament should be the final piece in the puzzle. So I'm watching you. Watching all of you.
The secret.
My investigations into Lady Yvonne have turned up lots of interesting secrets, including a long-lost daughter. When I found out she had a red birthmark just like me and her, I realized that Lady Yvonne was quite possibly my father's girlfriend before he married her mother, which makes Lady Yvonne's daughter my half-sister. When I confronted Lady Yvonne about this and going to tell my story to the paper, she collapsed on the floor. I was so scared I left and ran out.
The next up is Miss Speedbump, loyal chauffeur. Her dream is to become a female champion race car driver. She feels a need for speed, and she's heard a lot of different conversations. She's wearing driving gloves, sunglasses, cap, and always has her car keys ready.
I'm Miss Speed Bump, Lady Vonda's driver, but I really want to be the first female champion racing driver for Formula One. In my spare time, I race cars, but racing is an expensive business. The cars cost a lot of money. Anyway, enough about me. Lady Vonda was a good lady. She let me practice my handbrake turns and my emergency stops while I was driving around the estate. I'm here because a little fish told me she might have left each of her employees a little something in the will. I hope it's the car keys.
The secret.
I've overheard a lot of conversations while driving her ladyship around. I know Lady Vonda has gambled away her fortune. I know her daughter has been found. I've worked out that Lady Vonda can no longer afford to keep me as her driver, but I also know that in her will she has left some of her estate to her trusted employees. But I don't know how much I might get or how much longer I can afford to wait.
The next up is Mr. Pop That Pill, Ivonda's practitioner, doctor. She took care of Lady Ivana's health and was there when she died, but he wasn't sure what exactly killed her. Very suspicious. He looked exactly like a doctor would: white coat, prescription pad, surgeon mask, stethoscope and cap.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Pop That Pill. I'm a highly respected doctor. My research is at the cutting edge of modern medicine. I looked after a Lady Ivana's health all of her life and was there when she died, which was very unexpected as she was in good health. It was all very suspicious as we still don't know what actually killed her. Although I was her doctor, I also considered myself to be a very good friend. I've been a guest at the manor many times, and I can assure you the food is delicious. Such a sad loss.
The secret.
Yes, I have a secret. Lady Ivana didn't know, but every time she came to me for a checkup, I was secretly trying out different drugs on her to try and cure her of her shellfish allergy. If you could create a drug that worked, it could make me filthy rich. I would give her some pills to take when I met her for dinner once a month. Then I added a little shellfish to her meal to see how she would react. The last drug I tested on her was looking like a breakthrough. But when I gave Lady Ivana a hint of shellfish, she had a very bad reaction.
Next up is the chef, Chef Hot Pot, housekeeper, and cook. She once was a famous celebrity chef until Lady Ivana offered her a job she just couldn't refuse for some reason. She looked exactly like a chef would: cooking apron, wooden spoon, cookery book. Even for a dinner party, she certainly dressed the part.
Hello, everybody. I'm Miss Hot Pot. Some of you will recognize me. I used to star in my own cookery show, Hot Pot, until Lady Vonda gave me an offer I just couldn't refuse. I worked as a personal chef until a recent untimely death. Such a shame. I still had lots of new recipes to try on her. My show was so good. Must have been on that naked chef shot. He really should keep his clothes on, even though he looked hot with it. I'm providing tonight's dinner. We're gonna be having a splendid spread, which I prepared earlier all by myself. I always prepare everything from scratch. A little cupcake told me the gracious lady was leaving a little something for all our employees in her will. I hope she cooked me something sweet.
The secret.
I am a rubbish cook and buys everything from a low fresh. Lady Vonda caught me shopping there years ago and threatened to tell my producer unless I gave up the TV show and came to work for her as her personal chef. She had a deadly allergy to shellfish and needed a special diet. The BBC had offered me a new show, Honey in the Hot Pot, but Lady Vonda refused to let me leave and threatened to expose my secret. I wanted to leave, but I needed Lady Vonda to stay quiet, and I mean to stay quiet forever.
Now Miss Ketchum, private detective. She's explored a number of personal issues and may have found a few skeletons in Lady Ivana's closet along the way. She's wearing a dark jacket with dark cap in a folder containing private information.
G'day, my name is Miss Ketchum, and for those of you who don't travel much, I'm an Aussie. Tie me kangaroo down. I've been invited to this gathering because I've been helping out Ladyship with a few interesting problems of a private nature. I can't say more than that, so don't ask me. Let's just say she has quite a few koalas in her closet if you get my drift. But I know you all have secrets. Dark, dark secrets you never want to tell. But I know them. I know all of them. I know everything.
Oh. The secret.
Lady Yvonne employed me to find her long-lost daughter and promised me a huge financial reward if I was successful. I spent years researching her history and traveled all over the world trying to track her daughter down, spending thousands of pounds of my own money to do it. When you finally found Lady Yvonne's daughter, you set up a meeting, but it didn't go well. Lady Yvonne said that she saw no future with her daughter and refused to pay me the reward. I was very angry.
So there you have it, the first 6 characters that are at the dinner party. Hopefully you've picked up a few tidbits throughout the course of the conversation. We'll be back on Monday for the second episode of There's Been a Murder podcast, where we'll meet the last 4 characters present at the table.